so let's jump in and flip your cards over and see what we are working with here. So we have the Mystic. Ooh, this is really intriguing energy already. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we also have the Panther. Wow, okay. I'm immediately getting like fire sign energy off of this reading. Also some earth energy coming through. You might be a combination of fire and earth, which is actually really beautiful because it's like there's kind of something wild, something spontaneous, something passionate about your personality, and there's also a stable groundedness. So you might be a fire sign or an earth sign, maybe an earth moon and a fire sun sign, something like that. If not, then this is really just like an indication that this is something that people find attractive about you. There is kind of like a groundedness to you, probably a down to earth kind of feeling that people get from you, but there's also this feeling of like there's something really special. There's something really special about you. I think that people are really drawn to your success, or your potential success. So I feel like for a lot of you, you might not realize how successful you are in the eyes of others. But people really pick up on this. They pick up on the fact that you have really big dreams, that you're really going somewhere. Maybe even they're picking up on some of your like more hidden talents, your more hidden giftings. If you are someone who might feel like you have some sort of psychic gifting or you have some spiritual gifts, this is something that really draws people in and attracts them. And I feel like even people who don't know you very well or who haven't known you for a long time, they can kind of pick up on this energy that there's something special about you. And also, like, I'm getting this feeling that there's like an energy of you're going places in this world. Like you are, you're destined for big things. Like you have gigantic dreams. Like you're going to accomplish all of your goals. And people are really drawn to this energy because I think that not only do you inspire them to do the same, but it's just fun and uplifting energy to be around. So this is definitely something that makes you attractive to other people. I feel like you're someone who is very creative in every sense of the word. So not just an artistic talent, that could certainly be it, but I think it goes beyond that for you. It feels like you're really gifted in creating in general, like in drawing abundance into your life. Yeah, I'm really picking up on a lot of psychic giftings for you. So, I'm wondering if this is something that you know about yourself, maybe something you've had just a slight idea about. I think that you are, at the very least, very empathic, and you can really pick up on the energy of other people. You can really feel what's going on in the room when you walk in. I think that you have a way of like connecting with people at the heart. This Mystic card is really calling to me right now. So it's like you really connect with people at the heart. And I feel like you're able to do this with people that you don't even know that well. So what's really coming through and what's interesting to me is I think that you have actually a lot of admirers that might not know you that well. Those that know you are very drawn to you, very attracted to you, but they know the particular reasons why because they're more familiar with you. Like they know you're a beautiful person, you're a very kind and caring person, you are incredibly talented and really good at everything that you do. They know this about you, but I feel like even people who don't have all of these little details about your personality are really drawn to you because they can feel that heart-to-heart connection. They can feel the compassion kind of radiating out from you. So I am picking up on the fact that for you, pile one, people are really drawn to you everywhere you go. And I feel like sometimes you notice people staring at you. This is so funny because I feel awkward right now. I feel this awkward energy. Like, I feel like sometimes you go into a public place and somebody's staring at you and you're like, what why are they looking at me? Do I have something on my face? Is my hair standing straight up? Like, I don't know, like, are my clothes inside out? Like, I feel like sometimes you find yourself like wondering, like, what's going on? Why are people looking at me? Well, let me tell you, people are looking at you because not only are you physically attractive, but there's this energetic pull. There's kind of like this this magnetizing energy, and there's this comforting energy that you are radiating. So whether people realize it or not, I feel like maybe sometimes people don't even notice that they're staring. They are automatically pulled towards your energy, and I feel like this is particularly noticeable around people that you don't know very well, because they will look at you rather than move into your like into your aura, into your energy sphere. I feel like people who know you better will move closer to you because they feel comfortable doing that, and your energy is really the kind that people want to soak up. People who don't know you, if you're in a public setting, they will be drawn to you more visually. Like, they will turn their attention towards you because of the energy they're feeling off of you. So that was just kind of a funny thing to come through, and yeah, I got that awkward feeling, like, why is everyone staring at me? You guys, when that's happening, try not to be too self-conscious, because it's really a positive thing. It might not always feel like it, but it is a positive thing. People are drawn to your energy. I really do pick up on the fact that you guys are super psychic. So it was kind of coming through lightly at first. I'm like, oh, maybe some of you have realized that you have these abilities, but you're very, very psychic, very intuitive, and the way that you're able to connect with people, intuitively know kind of like what's going through their mind, intuitively be able to pick up on the energy that they are radiating. You have a real gift in this area. It might not be something that you have developed. It might not be something that some of you are even familiar with, but you're definitely gifted in this area. I think to some people you seem like a mind reader sometimes, because you're able to tap into the energy of others. So if someone comes around you and like something's bothering them, something's worrying them, their energy's a little bit down, I'll tell you for sure, you are able to pick up on that without them detailing exactly what's going on with them. You're able to, I feel like you're the type of person that asks, like, is everything okay? Are you feeling all right? Is everything fine? And maybe sometimes you keep that to yourself, because it would depend on how close you are with whoever's around. Like, if you feel comfortable kind of poking and prying into what might be going on for them personally, but you can definitely feel it. Yeah, I feel like you do have to you have to be mindful about your energy. Kind of a side note, but I just feel like saying that. You do have to be mindful about your energy, because you can kind of like soak up the energy of those around you. And if it's not that great, then sometimes you can walk away from the interaction feeling not so great, which you don't want. But I feel like also, here's a major reason that people are very attracted to you. And we'll get into like the physical more, but a lot of messages are coming through about your personality and about your gifting. So I definitely want to focus on that for a minute, because I think another thing that goes on when you're around even strangers, people who come around you leave in a better mood. So even when you're picking up on the fact that something might be bothering someone, something might be on their mind, they might be worried, you might question them, but what you do the most effortlessly, the most seamlessly, and so beautifully is make people feel comfortable, and you kind of have a way of balancing out their energy again. So when people walk away from an interaction with you, they feel uplifted. They feel like a lot of times they might be laughing, they might be smiling, they feel more joyful for having been around you. And that is something very beautiful about your personality. And I think that really taps into some of your psychic abilities, because you're able to pick up on what energy they're giving off. You're also able to affect that energy. So it's not just a sensing thing, you're actually doing something there. And people are drawn to that because when they walk away from an interaction with you, they think, now I feel so good. And they kind of associate that feeling of of just being happy and being more uplifted and being more at ease. They associate that feeling with you, with being around you, which is really, really beautiful. This energy of the mystic is someone who's very tapped in. I feel like you're also a very generous person. You're very giving of your time. You're very giving of whatever resources you have. So this might not be monetary giving, although it absolutely could be. I just feel like you're very giving of yourself. Maybe you'll take that extra minute to talk to somebody, to make them feel better, to give them a little bit of encouragement. And this is something that people notice in you and they really appreciate about you. It's mainly your giving heart, I think, is what's coming through. It's mainly your heart that people are able to, like, kind of able to notice. I feel like you really lead with your heart. In this image with this, what is this, like a moth? It feels like this moth, or I suppose it could be a butterfly, but I think this is a moth. It feels like this moth is really being drawn by, almost pulled by, this bright spot right at the center. So it's, I'm just kind of picking up on the fact that you're led by your heart. You're led by what your heart tells you, what your heart knows to be true, and that's a very connected way for you to move through the world, and people pick up on it. I'm also feeling like, I feel like there's something about your skin or your complexion. I'm seeing someone that's very glowy, like your skin is very glowy. You might even, you might know this about yourself. You might even do things to accentuate that glow. Sometimes you might be somebody who like prefers to be a little bit glowier. But I'm feeling like that glowing that I'm picking up on, where it's like your skin glows, I feel like that's actually that light that's radiating from your heart center. So if you are someone who's really glowy, that might be an actual physical feature that people are drawn to, but this could be more of an energetic thing. Like you actually appear to be glowing a lot of times, and people, even those who aren't sensitive to subtle energies or who don't know that they definitely are aware of this. Now, what's super funny when I'm saying that is, it must be some of your guides, like they're coming through and they're talking about oily skin. Okay, I feel like when I said that you were really glowy, I heard somebody be like, I'm just oily. I'm just greasy. Which is hilarious. No, your guides are telling me no, that's not what it is. It's not that that you just have oily skin. So whoever was having that doubt, thanks for throwing me off, and and no, I object to that. That is not the glow I'm talking about. And if you do have really oily skin, that's actually a good thing. It keeps your skin looking moist and hydrated as you age. So that's beautiful and wonderful. And yes, moving on. Yeah, there's definitely something radiant about you, though. For some of you, I'm seeing that like you like to dress in darker colors. I feel like this is a message that's sort of connected to that same thing I was picking up on about your skin or about your complexion. So I'm seeing that you might like to dress in darker colors, or you look really nice in dark colors. It might be something that catches people's attention, like you have a very unique style, or you have a very distinct style. And I feel like whatever it is, it's like your skin tone pops really nicely up against these darker colors that you wear. And for some of you, it might not be that it is darker colors, but there's like a particular color that you feel powerful in, or that you tend to gravitate toward. And I feel like this is a reason that people notice you and are attracted to you. I can't really put my finger on exactly what this is, so it's probably the collective energy I can't really sort through, but it's like you might like to dress like in a monochromatic way, like you wear all black or all white or all, like all one color. for some of you, that's what it is. For others, it really is that there's something that you wear a dark color and your skin tone and your complexion really pops up against this dark color, or it's like a particular color that you wear that you look really nice in. So this is coming through as something that like people are drawn to you a lot more when you're like wearing this color, or they're drawn to the way that you dress and the way you present yourself. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about you kind of popping against a dark backdrop. So take that as it resonates. I'm not totally sure what that is, if that's your clothing, or if that's like a setting that you're typically in. I'm not even sure that it's physical for some of you, or it might be a combination. I'm kind of seeing this as like your ability to shine. So it might be just shown to me very physically, and it doesn't have anything to do with like a physical backdrop that you're popping against, but it might be like your ability to kind of shine and be that beacon of hope in darker situations. So that might resonate for some of you. You might be kind of that shining light even in darker, more depressing situations, or situations where people are in a lot of despair. It's like you're in, oh, okay, I see. I think for some of you, it's that same energy. It was just shown to me as like an actual picture. For some of you, it might be that same energy where I was saying people walk away from interacting with you feeling much happier and much more uplifted. So that might be what it is. Like they can come in with all of this dark energy. They might be the dark backdrop. Like those around you might be the dark backdrop. You're that light. A lot of you are, I feel like you're probably a light worker. You're that light. Like you just kind of move through the world as that light shining. Yeah. I think the purity of your energy just sort of serves as some sort of light in dark places. It's almost like you lead the path. I'm seeing the image of the hermit in the tarot. So it's like that lamp that the hermit is holding is lighting up just the immediate area around him and kind of lighting the way forward. So I feel like that's a role that you play in people's lives, and it really makes you stand out and be really attractive to those around you. It's like it's repeated imagery, because in both of these cards I see that there's a glowingness, like there's a light spot in these cards that kind of glows and stands out. In this Panther card, the eyes, and in the Mystic card, right in the center here, right at the heart center, is just glowing. I think that a lot of people are drawn to you because of your physical appearance, and they're also drawn to you because of something about you energetically. I'm also picking up on people are drawn to your sense of responsibility and your values and your integrity. So a lot of you, like, you might be really good with money. Yeah, this is interesting. You might be really good with money. You might even be like in finance or some sort of financial advisor. Now, I realize that's not going to resonate for everyone, because I think some of you might feel like, oh, I'm absolutely not good at money and I can't add, like 2 + 2, so that's not me. But there's something, you don't really have to be great at managing money, like necessarily. That could be true for some of you, but the energy that I'm picking up on is like, it's a stable energy and it's a responsible energy. So there's something that people feel that they can trust about you. People will even put you in charge of matters that they care a lot about. So you might be someone who's in charge of getting really important things done at work. You might be the person that your family members and your friends call for help, or to remind them of things, because you have that kind of stable energy. I also think that this is kind of that energy of like, people can tell that you are going places. So it's almost like they can sense that you're on the path to becoming very wealthy or to becoming very successful, and it's attractive. It's attractive energy. Now, I think where that's coming from is like, you're a person who never trades your values for success or for clout. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is like people know what they are going to get from you. They know that they can depend on you. They know that like the offer of success or fame or wealth isn't going to sway you from what you really value and what you hold dear. So I feel like you're very dependable in that way, and I feel like people can trust you, and that's what makes them open up. That's what makes them share things with you. That's what draws them towards you, because they know that you're someone that they can trust. You're very peaceful and stable and a very grounded person, and I feel like you're someone who's very easy to get along with too. Like you have an easygoing nature about you. You have a really caring energy that you're always willing to put the needs of others before you. So it's really easy to get along, because you're kind of like, you're interested in making those around you feel heard, feel comfortable, and making them happy is kind of how it's coming through. And I feel like people just know that you have their back. Now, the funny thing about this is, I do feel like you have this easygoing nature about you, but I also have this like, I have this feeling that's like don't cross you at the same time. Like you're very easygoing, you're very kind, and people love being around that energy. But I feel like when it comes to people that you feel protective over, or your loved ones, those people know that you have their back, and there's also kind of like maybe a bit of like a ferocious side to you, like this panther energy. There's a little bit of protective energy from you as well. I feel like that feisty side of your personality is something that has actually caught the attention of an admirer or two, like on more than one occasion. I feel like when you feel passionately about something or someone, it's like there's a fire lit somewhere really deep in you, and it shines out. So that's kind of that, like that glowing energy again. Like I do think you've caught somebody's eye more than once for that little feistiness, that little bit of attitude. It almost comes as an unexpected surprise, because I do think that, like, generally it's not like you go through the world like ready to attack, but when someone sees that feisty side of you come out, I feel like they're like, ooh, like I kind of like that. That's that fire energy I was picking up on. So yeah, that's highly attractive. And there might be someone in particular that has really like almost done a double take and really decided, like, I like this person a lot, because I didn't know that they had that little spice to their personality. One thing I'll tell you about yourself is you're the most attractive when you're talking about something that you love, or when you're doing something that you love, or when you're talking about the people that you care most about. You are the most attractive at that time. It's almost like you glow. It's like you radiate love. People are also really, really attracted to your eyes, I'm getting. I'm picking up on that for some of you have really vibrant eyes, or like a very striking eye color, maybe something, your eyes almost seem bright. So that could be because of your eye color. It could also be because of the whites of your eyes. I'm kind of seeing is like, there's something bright about your eyes. Yeah, I'm getting green eyes or really striking blue eyes. I'm also seeing that for some of you, this is dark eyes that are very intense. So it's not that it's a bright, vibrant color of eyes, but it's like an intensity to your eyes, something very deep that really pulls people in. Interesting. I feel like I lost my train. There was something else about your eyes that came through. I'm not sure what that was. But I'm kind of feeling this out, because what I feel like goes on with your your eyes are a huge point of attraction. That's what I'm picking up on, and I'm almost back in that sort of awkward energy. So I feel like it's something you know about yourself, whether you are consciously aware of it all the time or not. You know that you can really pull someone in with just a look alone. It feels like you can level somebody with a look. You can love somebody with a look. You can connect with somebody just from a look alone. There's a certain intensity from your stare, and it really attracts people. The funny part is, I feel like at different times, or maybe for different people, you might tend to use this to your advantage sometimes, because you kind of know, like, if I look at this person like this, I've got them. Like I have them wrapped around my little finger. I feel like some of you may be in that energy where you kind of know, like, I can communicate a lot just through a look. And then I also feel like maybe sometimes you feel like you want to avoid eye contact for this same exact reason. Especially eye contact with somebody that you really like, maybe someone you have a crush on or something like that. It's like you feel a little bit more shy, and I think that's because somewhere deep down you know that your eyes are extremely captivating and that you can communicate a lot through one look. So it's almost like sometimes you find yourself in this place of like, let me avoid looking, because I'm gonna say so much without meaning to, without trying to say anything. I'm gonna say so much. So let's look at the tarot and see what else we can get. I'm using this this Muse deck because I think it's gonna help us pick up on some more of the physical features that might attract people to you. So let's see what we can pick up on. Okay, first card coming out is the Emperor. Who wouldn't be attracted to the Emperor? That's kind of the only thing that comes to mind when I see that card. It's like, that's the energy that I was picking up on. People know you're going places in this world. People know there's something about you that's like very captivating, very intense. I feel like you can be extremely intense without being loud, without being pushy, without asking for attention. You can be extremely captivating and almost like you're just a born leader. We have the Eight of Emotions and the Eight of Cups come out. I feel like you're definitely going places in this world, and people know that, and that's kind of a reiteration of that energy. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards, and then we're just gonna look at this. Like, let's just take a deep look. Oh, we have the Muse of Materials coming out. So this is the King of Pentacles energy. Wow, let's pull one more. I feel like a lot of you, like in your place of employment, at work or at school, you have a lot of admirers, or you have, oh my goodness, as I'm saying that, the Queen of Inspiration, the Queen of Wands, coming out. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So yeah, there's something a little bit mysterious about you. There's something very captivating about you. Again, I'm getting that energy of like darkness, you popping against darkness, you shining where there is no light, you being the light. And that's something that's extremely attractive about you. I was saying something. There's a lot of powerful energy here, let me say that. With this King of Pentacles energy, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, and again, there's that Earth and Fire energy, again, the King and the Queen. So this really, for some of you, might be significant. You might be a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, or you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or have those those placements really strong in your chart, because I feel like there's something very grounded, very dependable, very successful about you, a real strong sense of manifestation energy, and there's also something so dynamic about your personality that really, really draws people in. Your assertiveness can be extremely attractive, and I feel like you're the type of person that knows when to be assertive and when to not be assertive. Like, when do you need to kind of balance out that energy? Because, you know, sometimes when people are overly assertive, they come off as aggressive, and I feel like it never reads like that on you. It reads more as like you're feisty. A lot of people really see you as someone who's absolutely fearless, because you don't let the unknown hold you back or stop you from chasing your dreams. You don't let the darkness hold you back. You don't let the, I feel like this is really coming off of this bottom of the deck moon energy here. Yeah. I'm just so curious now. And the Queen of Materials. Yeah, I feel like nothing sways you. Like, nothing is going to sway you. Nothing's going to deter you. And that is for so many reasons. Like, you're not interested in things that don't align with your values. And you're also not interested in shying away from things that would scare a lot of people. I feel like describing your energy almost like a life jacket, because it feels like when you're put into a sink or swim type of scenario, you're always going to come out on top. You will always swim. You're a survivor. You're always going to survive. And this is like, people are really attracted to that, because even if they don't know your story, it's your energy. Like, they can tell, they can pick up on it from your energy alone. You find a way to survive, but not just that. Like, you find a way to thrive in the most unlikely of circumstances. People are drawn to you and they want to follow your lead because they feel like you have something figured out. They feel like you kind of know where you're going, and you really hold on to your own power. I feel like for a lot of you, you have either already completely moved away from, or you are in the process of learning to move away from the energy of ever chasing after love. Like, this is something that makes you highly attractive. So just kind of go with me on this. I feel like you are someone who doesn't chase people. Like, it might even at sometimes feel like it's to your detriment. Like, if you really like someone, you might not speak up about it, but there's this energy of like, people chase you. People want to chase you. And you're like stepping into this really powerful energy. You see how this Emperor, this explains it. You see how she's standing there, and the way her arms are positioned, it's like everything, it's like she's drawing everything toward her. So she's right at the center, and everything out here is just being pulled in toward her. That's your energy. Your energy is the energy that attracts. So obviously that's a huge part of this, because you attract people, you just draw them in. So your energy itself just attracts, but you're also stepping into this place where it's like, when it comes to relationships, love and relationships, it's like, love comes to me. Abundance comes to me. So there's just this feeling of like, I don't chase after these things, I draw them in. Very, very powerful energy. And I'm telling you, whether people know they're picking up on that or not, they're drawn to that energy. You're the type of person that people chase, and that confidence makes you even more attractive. I'm definitely getting CEO vibes from this pile. You have the ability to be in that leadership role in your own life, especially because you just give off such a strong energy that people are pulled in. So Yeah, I feel like at the very least you're the CEO of your own life, even if you don't feel like you're in a leadership position like at work. It's like you're calling the shots. You're in the position to call the shots, and this makes you even more desirable stepping into that confidence. I feel like for a lot of you, it's really obvious that you put a lot of time and effort into your appearance, and that makes you highly attractive. So it's not that you are vain in any way or that you like even have to try hard, but I just feel like you have a certain way of putting yourself together, and like you kind of step into that confidence from the way that you present yourself to the world. I'm noticing a lot of hands in this. So the hands and all of these images are really jumping out at me. So I think that like you might have very nice hands or very beautiful hands. There might be a particular way that you move your hands when you talk that really attracts people. It might be like kind of a little bit of a quirky thing about you, like you're always talking with your hands, or you have a very elegant way of moving your hands, or your hands are just attractive in some way. We were talking about you really taking the time to look after your appearance, so maybe you're a person who really enjoys a good manicure or something like that, but I do feel like people notice your hands a lot. Something about your hands, maybe your nails. I'm also getting a strong message about your touch being something that people find attractive about you, which is maybe a little bit odd depending on who these people are, but this might have something to do with one person in particular. I'm hearing that even if it's just like a casual touch, that you spark a lot of attraction. Wow, that almost feels like a hint to me. That feels like that might be something you want to use to your advantage. Like we were talking about the eye contact with you, and like that's something that's highly attractive. So if there was somebody that you wanted to like draw in, eye contact and a little bit of physical touch, I think really gets people's attention. I think it's something to do with an energy exchange, and because your energy is so strong and so powerful, I feel like even if you just casually brush up against someone or just lightly touch them on the arm, this is something that really conveys a lot, and something that will really draw people in and attract them to you. Also, I mean, I guess if you're not trying to attract someone, these would be things to avoid. I feel like you might already know that. Yeah, I'm hearing that you convey a lot through your touch, and it's something that people find very, very alluring about you. So, wow, there's a lot here. I think I'm going to leave your reading there. The funny part is, let me say two more things, because for those of you who might like to, something with flowers, I feel like is important to mention here. You might have like an interest around gardening, or you might like to wear floral prints or something like that, but it's like, this is something that makes you very attractive. And also I am seeing things about curly hair or very vibrantly colored hair. So this might be something that attracts people to you. But yeah, I feel like lately the readings have been really like, there's a lot of messages, and I'll look at the time and be like, holy smokes, I gotta go, you know? So yeah, sorry that got a little bit long. I might have to consider doing extendeds or something like that. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. So if you liked this video, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like it, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I'll see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.